Okay then. Where's that piece of paper? Oh no.
Jess, when you chat to Alison, can you ask her to send us some loyalty cards from her shop, please?
Yeah, that's fine, yep.
Why are you covering your face like that?
I don't want to get you a cold.
Oh, sorry. I'll stand over here.
Oh, Andrew! Ah!
Okay, I'll go. See you later.
Bye. Oh, that should do it. 99.9% of bacteria and viruses. Where's that piece of paper? Ah, here it is. Okay, are we ready to go? I think so. Right. Hello and welcome to the 4th episode of the Discount Bookshop podcast. If you remember last week, I wondered whether or not head office actually listened to any of these. I thought they might have, considering I'm essentially representing the whole company. But yesterday, someone quite high up in the company said to me that they love the podcast and they especially love the book club section, where I recommend books to read that month. I've never done that, and I probably never will, because I'm not really a reader, so don't know what that was all about. Still, at least I get to keep making these, so I'll carry on for as long as I can get away with. Now, after the great feedback I received about last week's episode, where I chatted to Simon Winters from the Oxford branch, I am very pleased to say that we have another special guest this week. As it's the beginning of December, when this comes out, I thought this would be a good time to do a Christmas episode, and our guest this week is very familiar with this time of the year. Now, I've got an email here from the guest, and it seems that they've written themselves an introduction. So, here we go. This week's guest has a twinkle in her eye and a jingle on each and a jingle on each of her shoes. She is well loved in the company as she works tirelessly, dressing up, playing charming characters and spreading cheer, all to raise money for charities. She has her bronze D.A.V., has completed her beginner's course in the tightrope, and has a keen interest in growing cress. She's the supervisor of the Watford store in the Discount Bookshop, and she's full of bubbles. What? Her name is Alison Damson. Oh, I think that was supposed to be said more dramatically. Oh, never mind, I've said it now. I know that was supposed to be the introduction before the interview, but I just want to say for context, she's currently acting as an elf in her store for charity. So I don't know what voice she'll use or how she'll act, so just be warned. She's been doing this for 2 weeks as a kind of introduction to, to round off the end of November, and then all through December she'll be acting as an elf. So we'll catch her today, halfway through her little induction period, and we'll see how she's getting on. Welcome to the Discount Bookshop podcast, Alison Damson.
Oh, thank you for having me, Jess. How are you doing? Have you thought about what you'd like Father Christmas to get you this year? Oh, I'm sure you've been very good.
Oh, well, I'm not sure about that. Wait a minute. I thought you weren't doing that yet.
What?
Are you going to do that voice the whole time?
What voice?
Let me just stop this a minute. Hang on. I'll cut that out. Okay, Alison, can you just speak in your normal voice a minute?
I thought you wanted me to stay in character.
I know, but...
Well, that's my elf character.
Yeah, but... Okay, fine. You know what? That's fine. Sorry, carry on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, let me just press record again.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even stop it. Okay, let's just go from here. So, Alison, we all know that you do a lot of dressing up and raising money for charity. So why don't you tell us what you've been up to this time?
Well, I was at home watching the magic box with the moving pictures.
The television?
If if you say so. You know, it's one of your many funny human inventions. Well, on there, I saw lots of sad penguins, and I thought back to my time in the North Pole, where I made friends with so many of them.
I don't actually think there are any penguins in the North Pole, but carry on.
Yeah, I made friends with so many of them, and I couldn't believe that there could be so many sad penguins in the world. The ones I met were always so welcoming and told the best stories about their time in the snow.
What kind of stories?
Well, one of them told me a story about how she played in the snow all day long and never, ever got cold. Anyway, I saw the sad penguins in the magic box, and I knew I had to help. I thought, I know. I'll dress up as an elf for the whole of December.
It says here that it's just from December the 1st up until Christmas.
Yes, so if any of you customers out there want to meet me and tell me what you'd like for Christmas, you can head on over to my store in Watford, and I'll pass it on to Santa.
And will you be acting like this the whole time?
Like what?
Okay. Why's your accent American?
Because that's what accent they have.
In the film?
In the North Pole. Silly.
Oh, okay, yeah. Silly question, really. Okay, let me just check my notes.
Your paper is the color of snow. I love snow.
You don't have to keep doing that. I'll just, I'll cut out the sound of me shuffling my papers.
Oh, sorry. It's actually hard keeping up that voice, you know.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't take too long. Don't worry. Now, let's just see. Where were we?
In the North Pole.
Alison! God, you scared me. Okay. Alison, I hear that you've been doing a trial run of your elf character. Tell us about that.
Well, I'm about halfway through a 2-week trial run of being an elf, and I am loving it.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that you're loving it. Are the people you work with loving it?
I think so. You know, they've been fighting over who gets to work with the elf, and they all laugh so much when we work together.
I hope they're not laughing at you.
Why? Oh, it brings them so much joy. I can really feel the love in the room.
Oh, Alison. I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but head office wants me to go through something with you.
Oh, like, something festive?
No.
Oh, I know. They want me to sing more songs, don't they? Well, I'd have to get my jingle bells out, and I need a bit more time to practice my routine, but I think...
No, Alison, there've been some complaints.
Oh, do you mean compliments?
Sadly not. Well, I mean, there were some compliments, some pretty good ones actually, but others were, well...
Oh, what did they say?
Well, one person here who wanted to be anonymous, so, you know, this probably didn't even happen. They said, I went shopping at the discount bookshop with my 6-year-old daughter and her friends while celebrating her birthday, and as we walked in, a woman dressed as an elf jumped out at them. She held up a bucket and started singing about sad penguins dying alone in the North Pole. 3 of the children started crying, to which the elf said that if they put all their shopping money in the bucket, the penguins would no longer be sad. I was very unimpressed as I was taking them to see a new animated film about penguins afterwards. They cried all the way through the film, and I haven't been able to get that annoying sad penguin song out of my head ever since. Alison?
I'm sorry. I had to put my fingers in my ears. That story just makes me so sad.
Oh, so it is true then?
I'm afraid so, Jess.
Oh. Well, do you want to make an apology or say anything about that while you're here?
Apologize? They should be the ones apologizing. You know, they didn't give a single penny to the Sad Penguin Charitable Trust.
To be fair, that doesn't sound like a real charity.
I think it does.
Does it?
The Sad Penguin Charitable Trust. Yeah, it's the SPCT, yes.
What was the song you sang?
Well, I wrote it myself. You know, us elves spend a lot of time singing and dancing, so I just did what I do best.
Singing songs about sad penguins?
Does that mean I shouldn't sing that one anymore?
Well, on the plus side, it sounds like it was certainly memorable. Maybe I don't know, maybe just sing songs that everyone knows so they can sing along, but then give them a leaflet or something about the Sad Penguin Charitable Trust. Is that actually real, by the way?
Oh no, I made up the name myself. Or should I say, my elf?
You can't just make up a charity and get people to donate, Alison.
Why not?
Because it doesn't make it a real charity just because you've stuck the name on a bucket. People should know where their money's going. Where is their money going, Alison?
Oh, well, that's all the time I have. Good luck with the rest of the podcast, and I'll hopefully speak to you again soon.
Wait, Alison.
Bye, Jess. Bye. Bye.
She hung up on me. Well, hopefully she will speak to me again very soon, because I'm going to call her back. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Alison? I saw you trying to cover the camera. Alison, I can see you there.
I'm not doing the voice.
You don't have to do the voice.
Are you still recording?
I don't think so. I can never tell with this, though. What are you doing with people's money?
Well, I was actually watching those penguins on TV, and I wondered how many penguins there were. There were loads! And it got me thinking of world records.
What?
Well, I wondered what the world record was for the most penguins.
In where?
The North Pole.
Well, probably one, because they don't have penguins in the North Pole.
Well, I've always wanted one.
A penguin?
No, a world record.
Ah, is that why you raise so much money and dress up?
Partly. But I've never come close to a world record.
What are you doing with people's money?
Well, I can't keep lots of sad, lonely penguins in my house to make them happy, can I?
No.
So, what if I knit the most amount of penguin hats?
I am so confused.
I'm using the money to buy wool to knit hats for sad penguins. So technically the money is actually helping the penguins, but it's also helping me win a world record.
How is it that the more questions I ask, the more baffled I am?
Well, what do you think?
Where will you send the hats?
To the penguins in the North Pole.
Alison! There aren't any penguins in the North Pole. Maybe just send them out to zoos? I really don't know. Why do they need hats anyway? Are they cold?
Well, because when I'm feeling sad and lonely, my dad always knits me a hat.
I actually feel stressed now. I'm sweating and I feel stressed. Okay, how much money have you spent that people have given you?
About £4.
I'll be honest, I thought you'd say more than that, Alison. That's not so bad. I reckon what you should do going forward is choose a charity for a penguin. Choose a charity for penguins that already exists, and raise money for that charity.
But my world record.
I don't even really understand what world record you're going for there, Alison. Most customers tricked into giving money to an elf to make hats for sad penguins.
Okay, well now you say it like that, I'll choose a proper charity.
Can you promise that?
Yes.
Can you say it? Because I'm actually very stressed about this whole situation now.
I promise that I'll collect money for a real penguin charity and not make little hats and mittens for them.
Mittens too? Right, that really is all the time we have, Alison. Well, thank you for being on the Discount Bookshop podcast, and I hope that you'll continue to do what you're doing, but actually raising money for a real charity. Okay, I don't even know what I'm saying now. Thanks, Alison.
Thanks, Jess.
Oh, and Alison, before you go, could you send me a screenshot of how much money you donate to the charity? Because, honestly, I just need some peace of mind. I need to know that you'll actually donate the money.
Yes, I'll definitely do that.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Bye. Bye.
Well, what on earth was that all about? Do you know, I'm actually tired now. And that, I'll definitely do that, sounded a bit uncertain to me. Oh well, I did what I could. I thought that'd be a nice little in-character chat, but then it just... Anyway, let's move on. Oh, I forgot to ask her to send over some loyalty cards. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to call her back now. I don't even know if elves know what loyalty cards are. Okay, moving on to a bit of a health and safety warning from my store to all of you. Think of this as like an early Christmas present. You may not know, but the heating doesn't actually work in my shop. Instead, we get some of the heat from the shopping centre. Last week it was particularly chilly, so we decided to use a heater behind the till. All was going well until one member of my team, who shall not be named, left the heater too close to the plastic bags. I'd say approximately 100 plastic bags all melted together in what you might think is one super plastic bag, but actually it just made them all unusable and they had to be replaced. So this is just a word of warning, because we're now running very low on plastic bags, and I do worry about feeling the wrath of the customers when we inevitably run out. They could of course bring their own bags, but you know, they never do. Now a message from head office. See, to those handing out Christmas brochures, please be sure to sport. Okay, let's start again. I want to word this right. To those handing out Christmas brochures, be sure to sport a novelty hat sold in our stores, so that when you're out and about, people are encouraged to approach you. Now, I don't know how other staff members feel about who listen to this feel about this, but I've actually seen the full range of our novelty hats. And I, personally, would not like to be wearing any of those. Call me Scrooge, but I've never really seen the appeal of having a full Christmas banquet on my head to keep me warm. I draw the line at a Santa hat. Interestingly, looking at the email, it says, at the end of the email, it says, "You'll be the talk of the town." I don't doubt that one bit. Again, for those listening who work for the discount bookshop, the deadline for bringing in Secret Santa gifts is the 18th of December, so please bring them into your store by then. From their head office say that one of Santa's reindeer, in other words your area manager, will pick them up and bring them to head office, where they will be sorted and distributed. Why would one of Santa's reindeer collect presents? Do they pick them up with their hooves? Do you know what, never mind. I know you might be wondering why I'm taking part in this company-wide Secret Santa, when it's quite clearly a terrible idea because no one knows anyone outside of their own stores, but unfortunately everyone was just entered automatically, so yeah. And I could just not buy a gift, but I feel bad that there's one person who won't get one, so Jason, the sales assistant from the store in Woking, let me know what you want as your present and I'll get it for you. I've never met you before, so you may as well just choose something you'd actually like. Lastly, from head office, a message to both employees and customers. Giddy up, Rudolph. It's time to get ahead on the Christmas rush. Christmas is here. Christmas is here. Christmas is here. Come on down to get your sledges, snow shovels and de-icer before the cold catches up with you. Brrr! It's on its way. And I can hear sleigh bells ringing in the background, and there are great deals in the foreground. So don't miss out on Santa's rain deals. Oh god. Yeah, so can all stores make sure that they have all their snow items out? They'll all be reduced to 10p because we want to get rid of them, basically. As always, make sure everything's been dusted before you put it out, and then just chuck everything by the entrance to your store. Next up is Employee of the Month. I can't actually remember if I did this last month, but never mind. Here is this month's. So, this month's Employee of the Month has worked at the company for 10 years and has gathered quite the reputation for being an absolute delight to work with. They have covered shifts in times of need, have baked cakes for everyone in their store's birthdays, and I'm told has a keen interest in producing music. They have so many hedgehogs in their They have so many hedgehogs in their garden that they've built a bridge for them to safely cross the pond. And you may remember that they won Employee of the Month 2 years ago when they safely evacuated a bee's nest from the ceiling of head office. Yes, this beekeeping gem is the new assistant manager of our branch in Barnstaple. Congratulations to you, Devon Lachlan, and an even bigger congratulations to you for getting promoted to assistant manager. I'm sorry that it's taken 7 weeks to find out that you got that job, but head office thought it'd be fun if this is how you found out. Personally, I would have just told you right away and saved you from weeks of stress. But you know, if they think it's fun. hopefully you haven't found another job in the meantime. Now, we're not actually that far off the end of the episode for this of the Discount Bookshop podcast, but we are now going to have a bit of a musical section. Devon Lachlan, our employee of the month, who I said has a keen interest in music, has written and produced a special retail-based Christmas song for us. I'll be singing the lyrics to a backing track that Devon has made, because I forgot to ask someone else to do it, and now I don't really have time, so I just thought it's just easier. So I'm not that happy about it, but it was my fault, so okay. So I hope you enjoy. To be honest, I haven't actually read through the lyrics yet, and let's be honest, I'm not going to record this more than once. I'm just going to do it now, so let's hope it goes well. So it's an original piece called The Discount Bookshop at Christmas. Good God. Okay, here we go. Here it is, Christmas is here, it's in December and brought by dear. I like to do this one small thing before I fall for everything. I check my local discount shop, it sells things cheap, I like a lot. Christmas, Christmas at the Discount Bookshop, looking around, it's looking great. Christmas, Christmas at the Discount Bookshop, no need to frown, you won't be late. 1, 2, 3. Walking round, so much to see, great merchandising, a loyalty scheme. I always find it's so much fun, looking at food books, but eating none. Christmas, Christmas at the Discount Bookshop, looking around, it's looking great. Christmas, Christmas at the Discount Bookshop, no need to frown, you won't be late. Why can't I live here? A wonderland, I feel so free to do my shopping with friendly employees, and so professional are they. They really care for my needs. No Christmas craft, no problem for me. I'll order online and wait 3 to 5 working days, and soon enough it will be Christmas Day. Christmas, Christmas at the Discount Bookshop, lurking around, it's looking great. Christmas, Christmas at the Discount Bookshop, no need to frown, you won't be late. And again, Christmas, Christmas at the Discount Bookshop, looking around. Oh, the music stopped. I'm just going to keep going. Looking great. Christmas, Christmas at the Discount Bookshop, no need to frown, you won't be late. Okay, so obviously the music ran out at the end there, but which is a shame, but it's fine. I think it's fine. So yeah, so there we go. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that, to be honest with you. Honestly, to be honest, I thought that might pick up part way, but it didn't really. It was hard. I was trying to get a rhythm off it, trying to get some kind of notes, but yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. I thought maybe it might change a little bit, but it's kind of the same. But yeah, it's certainly a retail based Christmas song. Can't wait to hear it in the charts. So yeah, interesting concept. I suppose everything was true in there. We do have a loyalty scheme, absolutely. Very specific to our store. I don't know what the plan is for this. I suppose a lot of different retail places. I suppose they have play songs in the stores, and maybe the idea is that they're just sick of old Christmas songs, sick of the classic ones. Don't want to pay for it, so maybe they'll start making their own. I think this, could catch on. Maybe people could do some other versions, because obviously this was a bit rushed, but normally, obviously, I think you could make this really great, is what I'm saying, Devon. I think you did really well. Oh, God. Oh, no.
What was that noise?
What noise?
I'm trying to cover your face. I'm staying over here.
What noise?
Just then, I thought I heard a drum or something.
Oh, that was me singing.
What? Just now?
Yeah, I know it wasn't great, Andrew.
Oh no, I meant sounded good.
No, you didn't.
I did. Kind of. I thought you had to find someone to sing it.
Yeah, I was supposed to.
So you just had to do it last minute.
Yeah.
And did you?
No, I didn't ask Alison about sending us loyalty cards.
I thought it sounded really great. I'll go back downstairs.
Well, thanks so much for everyone for listening to this fourth episode of the Discount Bookshop podcast. I know that everyone says this, but this year feels like it's gone really quickly. I've just realised that there's no lost property this month again, which is quite unusual, especially considering it's so busy around Christmas and there are so many people around, and you know, we get a lost property in our shop, but people always come back for it at the moment. So, but maybe that's just because everyone's too busy to send it to me from other stores. If I get any, I'll put it in the next episode, which will be in the new year. Would you believe it? 2022. Thinking about it, I hope I'm not going to get loads of lost property next year when everyone has a clear out of their stock room. Our stock room's looking very neat and tidy at the moment, and I don't want to start the new year with it being filled up with... We'll see. Anyway, so as usual, thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and read a book. Not that I read a book, but you know, you should definitely read a book. So thanks again for listening. Thanks a lot.